The Good Friend. Learning Objectives. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, my dears. How are you? Our lesson today is about the good friend. So let's start. All of us have friends we love and who love us, whether they are our friends at school, in the club, or members of our family. But is choosing a friend something that Islam talked about or appointed a specific method for? Or is it acceptable in Islam to choose any friend, regardless of their morals? Islam, my dears, encourages its followers to choose a good friend, not just any friend. This is because friends often influence and imitate each other, even if they don't do it on purpose. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "A man follows the religion of his friend, so each one should consider whom he makes his friend." The meaning of the hadith is that a person becomes similar to his friend in his morals and customs. A friend influences one's morals, behavior, and actions. You should know, my friends, that Islam encourages us to choose a good friend and a faithful friend through the hadith of the noble Prophet, peace be upon him. This is shown through a hadith in which the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Do not accompany except a believer." The meaning of the hadith is that a person should only befriend believers, not disbelievers. This is because the believer will guide his friend to faith, kindness, and goodness, and warn him against doing evil. Disbelievers may harm their friend. Believers must have a good attitude towards each other and guide each other to the path of guidance and success. They should also warn each other from the path of evil and sin. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "A faithful believer is to a faithful believer is like the bricks of a wall, enforcing each other," while the Prophet clasped his hands by interlacing his fingers. Now who can tell me the name of the companion of the Prophet, peace be upon him, who is mentioned in the Holy Quran as his companion? Wonderful. The companion of the Prophet, peace be upon him, who is mentioned in the Holy Quran as his companion is Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. May Allah be pleased with him. Allah Almighty said, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. He reassured his companion, "Do not worry, Allah is certainly with us." The meaning of the verse, as you may know, is that the Prophet, peace be upon him, had his companion Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him during the migration from Mecca to Medina. Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, was an example of a righteous and faithful companion who cared for his friend, the Prophet, peace be upon him. On their way from Mecca to Medina, during the migration of the Prophet, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, may Allah be pleased with him, was walking in front of the Prophet, peace be upon him, at times, and behind him, to his right, or to his left, at other times, out of fear for his safety. They walked this way until they reached the cave of Thar. When they entered, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, may Allah be pleased with him, came forward and entered the cave to make sure that the place was safe. This indicates his love for the Prophet and his protection over him. The Prophet, peace be upon him, reassured Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, when the disbelievers approached the cave of Thar and his companion began to worry. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said to his companion, "What do you think of two persons, a third of whom is Allah?" From what we have learned, my friends, we can say that a good friend has good morals, which include being obedient to Allah Almighty and His Messenger, being tolerant and cooperative, loving and preferring goodness in every form, sharing their friends' joy and sorrows, being honest, giving good advice, and being trustworthy. Now it's your turn. What are some good traits that friends should have? Well done. In conclusion, my dears, we have learned together that Islam encourages Muslims to choose a good friend with whom they spend their time. This is because friends influence us with their morals and character. They are like a reflection of us. We also learned together that Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, may Allah be pleased with him, accompanied the Prophet, peace be upon him, in his migration. He was afraid for his safety and made sure he was comfortable at all times. This helped our Prophet spread the message of Islam that Allah had revealed to him. We also learn that among the morals of a good friend are tolerance, cooperation, goodness, sharing one's joy and sorrows, honesty, and being a trustworthy advisor. Finally, we learn that choosing a good friend is one of the things that a Muslim person must take into consideration in his life so that he can enjoy a life filled with good companionship that helps him obey Allah Almighty. With that, we have finished our lesson today. I will see you soon in another lesson, inshallah.